There's just something about a green papaya salad matched with a really tangy dressing that is just so wonderful. So that's what I'm showing you today. First up, I've got some prawns here. That's going straight into a mixing bowl. I've got some beautiful bird's eye chilies. I want this to be quite hot bird's eye today. If you don't like a bird's eye chili, if it's too hot for you, get rid of the seeds or use a long red. But I think the chilies definitely need it. It's prawns, they love chili. And that's going straight over the prawns. I've got some crushed garlic here that's going in, a bit of peanut oil. Now I need a juice of possibly a lime. I'll see how I go depending on how juicy my limes are. I'll start with a half, just a cheek. I reckon I used 2/3 of a lime here. I'm just gonna reserve that little bit just because I can use it in my dressing a little bit later. Next up, I've got a nice generous pinch of salt. I'm just gonna give this a quick mix now, just to make sure all those prawns are coated with the garlic, the chilies, and the lime juice, and the peanut oil. Okay, so that's ready. So I'm just gonna set him aside while I get onto my papaya. I'm only gonna use half of this guy, so I'm just gonna peel half, really soft skin, really thin, so not too hard to peel. And then I'm gonna run him through one of my most hated kitchen appliances or tools, a mandolin. Our beautiful papaya is done. I'm gonna just turn on the heat on my pan here. Really high heat, you just kind of wanna cook those prawns really quickly. As that's coming to temperature, what I'm gonna do is get started on my dressing. I've got some palm sugar here. I'm just gonna grate that into my mortar and pestle. We've got some beautiful shallots. That's going into my mortar and pestle too. And now I can start to pound it, just to get all the juices out of the shallot and combining with that beautiful palm sugar. Now, you don't want to crush the shallots up too much. You just want to kind of bruise them and let them combine with that sugar. From here, I've got a lime. I'm gonna zest him right into my mortar and pestle as well. We're gonna also use the juice of the lime. So I've got a little bit reserved here. I'm just gonna squeeze that in and then another cheek in. We want it to be quite acidic, a little bit sour. Really beautiful with the papaya. All right, so this looks like it's come to temperature, so I can actually move back to the prawns, get them cooking. They'll only require 2 or 3 minutes on each side. Really, very fast cooking. And now at this point, I can actually turn the heat off as all the prawns are flipped and just let the residual heat cook them. So I'm gonna let that do its thing and get back to my dressing. In goes a long red chili. Just roughly chop it up. You're gonna be kind of pounding it down anyway, so you don't need to cut it too fine. Right into my mortar and pestle. Now let's just give him a quick pound. Get it all nice and lovely in there. Make all those aromats friendly. Marry the flavors together. From here, I'm gonna add some fish sauce. And by some, I mean quite a bit. That is going right into my papaya. Juices and all. The residual heat will collapse the papaya a little bit, but that's beautiful, that's okay. We're now gonna start pounding some of these tomatoes in the sauce. So we're gonna drop a couple in at a time and just get it bruised. And then that incorporates the tomatoes into the sauce, but kind of keeps that tomato texture as well. So that's looking pretty full now. I'm just gonna spoon some of these gorgeous tomatoes out. As you can see, they're all bruised. So they've actually let their juices out, but they've also sucked in some of the dressing. Absolutely divine. All right, last batch. Before I do fully dress this salad, I'm gonna pop in some beautiful herbs. So I've got a mixture of coriander, Vietnamese mint, Thai basil, and mint here. Let's mix him up. It wouldn't be a papaya salad without some peanuts and a little bit of shallots, a little bit more. Never hurt anyone. Really delicious, really easy to make. This is my green papaya and chili prawn salad. Give it a go for yourself. It's packed full of flavor.